Okay, Millie, this is one of our favorite walks, isn't it? Balboa Island. We love to walk at Balboa Island, and that's what we're about to do. Yeah. So around Balboa Island, Millie likes the landscaping here too. Balboa Island, Newport Beach. It's a man-made island. The man who had this island built back in the 1920s, I believe, was a mineral. He traded in minerals. That's how he made his fortune, trading in minerals. That's why most of the street names are named for minerals and gems. And we are currently walking on Diamond Street, one of our favorite streets to park on when we visit Balboa Island. Cool thing about Balboa Island is that you can walk around the perimeter. Sidewalk only allows pedestrians, strollers, and dogs. No bicycles, including e-bikes. It's pedestrian, dogs, and strollers is all that's allowed on the perimeter walk, which we'll get to in a little bit. 4th of July is only 6 days away. So there's a lot of flags. Next year it'll be 250 years. Amazing. Not too many countries have survived for 250 years. We've got one more year to go. I'm sure we'll make it. A lot of pretty flowers here. People like to grow pretty flowers here. They tend to have small lots, but they make the most of it. Also a lot of vacation rentals. A lot of pretty flowers. And a lot of roses, so these aren't roses, obviously. But there are a lot of roses grow around here too. Alright. Coming to Bayfront and the perimeter sidewalk. And it's going to be a really cool walk. Some nice roses and other flowers over there. This one's pretty cool. So it is tourist season, so it's going to be a little crowded today. We'll try to come back here in the winter time when there's not so many tourists. Get a better look. It's a pretty popular spot, obviously. Hold on. Right here. Millie used to love to climb this wall. Then they raised it a little bit to prevent flooding, so she doesn't climb it like she used to. Yes, there are a lot of tourists here today, and I'm sure that's a little tour boat for tourists over there. It is that time of year.
Okay, here's the
But you can see why people like it here. A lot of vacation rentals, very popular. Oh, look at this. Huh. I've never seen that before. Huh. So they're all tethered to a rope. That's cool. Very interesting approach. Hold on. That one lady walking by, like your haircut, Millie. She said you look like a lion. I guess you do look like a lion. Okay. Some of the cool homes, a lot of cool homes and a lot of flowers.
Good morning.
Morning. I may have mentioned July 4th is only 6 days away. Oh, I did mention that. I hope everyone has a nice July 4th. Independence Day. And I hope they take the time to remember what Independence Day means. The day we sought independence from a king, the King of England. And next year it will be 250 years. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. Huh. Oh, there's a couple of them. Interesting. It's like the boat in front pulls the other ones because he's got the motor, and then the other ones get to follow behind. Very interesting.
But I don't know what her educational was, which is in another country.
Oh, finally she got on the wall. She used to jump on the top wall, but it's a little higher now. I think I mentioned that already. Alright, we continue. We'll come back here in the winter when it's not so crowded, the off season. Get another look.
You know, she's cute too. Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm going to be a gardener and I'm going to have a band.
Very good. And an actress on Chillin' with them.
Most of these homes are multi-unit vacation rentals. There are some people who actually live here year-round, but most of these are vacations. It's a nice place to spend a vacation, I'm sure. But when you live 14 miles away, you just get to drive here. I think the other side will have shade. I know there's no shade here right now, but it's still cool because we have the breeze, sea breeze, but we'll get to the shade here in a little bit. Paddle boats. Hold on. The only downside to Balboa Island is that plane's taking off from John Wayne Airport, fly over the island, go out over the ocean and turn around. So you get a lot of planes, but it's no big deal.
Chris, Julie, and Trevor are on their way to.
Oh, look at that. Big canoe out there. We'll be on the shady side soon.
That's pretty cool.
A lot of folks here on paddle boards. Or rent paddle boards. If you like the water, this is a good place to be. Hold on. Good girl. A lot of dogs.
I haven't changed my mind since you first suggested.
It's very popular. In the off season, there'd be hardly anyone here this time of day. This tourist season.
Unless you get a travel agent. Did you all of it?
There's nothing wrong with tourist season. It helps the county pay the bills. And Newport Beach, city of Newport Beach as well, I'm sure. Helps them pay the bills and keep everything looking nice. A lot of yachts here. Alright. Oh. So Balboa Island actually has two islands. I call them Big Balboa and Little Balboa. I'm not quite sure if that's what they're called, but there's two islands. And in between is what they call the Grand Canal. Not quite Venice, but still very nice. And a lot less crowded than Venice, I think. So over there is the smaller island. I think we might go ahead. I was going to skip walking both islands, but it's early enough and still cool enough that I think we can walk both of them. Let's give it a try. We got some shade right here. Milli's in the shade, right? Well, almost in the shade. We'll have more shade coming up. So we're walking along the Grand Canal. And over there is the bridge. That'll take us to the little island. They really dress up the place for July 4th, don't they? Look at that. They go all out for that. Sure they'll have fireworks. This is Newport Beach, so I'm sure they'll have fireworks. At least a couple of good fireworks this place. And there's the bridge we're going to take to the little island. Across the Grand Canal. In a minute. In a few seconds. Okay. Over there's where they have all the restaurants and whatnot. We're going to Little Island.
So I actually just got an email from a guy this week when I was on the boys meeting. Said,
let's let these folks walk by. I do my best to avoid accidentally recording people's conversations. It's a little challenging right now since it is tourist season and there's a lot of people like to talk about stuff while they're walking around here. It's understandable. I just don't want the conversation shared with the world. Oh, here comes another one. Okay. And now it's to the little island, as I call it. I think we're going to go across this way. Maybe. I don't know. It's early enough. We can walk around. We can walk around both islands. Hold on. What's that?
Right now that mom's dead. Daddy drops dead.
Hold on. having to pause a lot on this one because there's a lot of people and dogs. And an occasional plane. Somewhere up there, the dog is saying hello. Come on. More dogs, come on, let me pause and let them get by. Oh, there's some ducks. Hold on. Huh. All of a sudden, the flight patterns are increasing here. Getting a few jets right now. Ah, Millie's slowing down. I think it's because we're in the shade. She wants a little shade. Here, we'll be on our way back. As soon as we turn the corner, we'll be on our way back. Hold on. I always want to walk on the other side of the sidewalk. Okay. Hold on. I like the view here where it opens up at the end of the canal. Okay. Ah, here's some roses. Quite a few. Somebody's having fun out there. Looks like Tonka trucks or something like that. Those are always fun. Hold on a second. There's Union Jack, the flag of England. People from all over the world visit here during the summer, stay here. And people from America stay here too, of course. Very popular. Alright, let me pause to get back past this family over here. Morning. Oh, I like this view too. Oh, there's a big boat way out there. Huh? This is all part of the Newport Bay, so all the waves are caused by boats. The ocean is out past the breakwater. We'll get a better view of that soon. Those who want to go out to the ocean, that's the way they go. Go out that way. Need to pause again in a second. Those waves are caused by boats. A lot of big boats around here. Boats of all sizes. Big boats, little boats. Paddle boats. Okay, now we get a good look. That's where they go out. That's where they go out to sea. The boats that want to go out to sea, that's where they go out. Hold on, let me. So out that way, here's the breakwater. So if you want to go out to sea, that's the way to go. Out past that breakwater. And we're not that far from the wedge. On the other side is what they call the wedge. And that is very popular with surfers. Alright. Oh, here's a... Yeah, see, there's a boat coming in and another big one going out. Oh, a couple coming in. Some nice yachts in this place. We owned a little dinghy boat that we use in the bathtub. Haha. Hope you thought that was funny. We're landlubbers, as Milli does. But how'd you see where being on the water can be pretty fun? We have been on the water, Milli and I, because there's a ferry that goes across from the main island, Balboa Island, across to the wedge area of Newport Beach. There's a ferry. Milli and I have been on that ferry a couple of times, and also our grandkids. So we're going to turn the corner and head back towards the car. Take in the rest of the little island, get back on the big island, and back to our car on Diamond Street. Let me pause again here a second. Water looks really nice right there. Oh. There's a one right there. Alright. I'm gonna pause for a while. Oh, there's some pretty water right there. Let me pause, so I don't want to take in their conversation, and then we'll be on our way. Alright. There's a pretty boat right there. So a lot of nice boats. Millie doesn't mind being on the water. She enjoyed the ferry rides, but she's not a fan of the waves. We tried going to Huntington Beach Dog Park once, and the waves, she didn't like the waves, so. But she doesn't mind being here, or being near the waves. She just doesn't want to be in them. There's the yacht club across the way. Let me pause again here. We'll both be ready for a good drink of water here soon. We'll be back to the car in a few minutes. If you're going to have a yacht club, that's a good place to have one. Our other yacht is a Honda. Haha. Okay, enough jokes. Oh, kayak. Some of the homes along here. Oh, some more roses. I think they're roses. I'm not a horticulturalist, so I'm not sure they're roses. Takes about 40 minutes to walk around the big island, and to walk around both of them about an hour. Don't have to be in a hurry. Finally, a stretch of sidewalk with no people. Oop, and then some people come. that's cool. Want a picture? Alright, let me pause a second. Turn the corner in a second.
Hello.
Oh. Okay, over there is that's the street we came down on. Takes us back to Jamboree, and on our way back home. That's the way we're going to be going when we drive back off the island. A lot of places get renovated here. Back in the 1920s, 30s and such, all of the homes were like this, cottages. But most of them have been replaced with larger homes for vacation rentals. There are still a few of the original cottages here. It's mostly vacation rentals now, but yeah, it's okay. All part of the evolution of urban areas. Now the other side, I always like this view from this side of the canal, looking back towards the big island. So you got some really pretty homes over there. They look pretty cool in the evening too. And most of the people dress them up for holidays. July 4th, Christmas, Halloween. I'll come back here for Halloween. We can show you what it looks like. And we're back viewing the Grand Canal from the other side, from the small island. There's still a couple of original cottages. There's one. There's a couple over there. A few more down the way. Here's one of the nice original cottages right here. Hold on.